afternoon, glitter goddesses. I am back and we are going to do the last two pockets in the Christmas in July/August paper bag album, December daily album. So I already cut earlier. I cut the paper for this. I cut the 6 1/4 by 5 3/4 cardstock to make the pocket. And I also cut the 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 cardstock to make these card holders. And now I'm going to do my scoring and my decorating. Well, Jill, that's what I like about printing photos at home, is that when you want a photo, you can just print the photo, you know. And I was thinking that even though I already have a photo printer, maybe the PictureMate would be good, because I could use that Project Life app and just sit here and like pick pictures and print them as I went, instead of having to go into Photoshop, go through all my photos, decide what size I want them all to be, put them all on the big 13 by 19 sheets or even the 8.5 by 11 sheets, and then... Sorry for my... Okay, so Priya asked if getting these photo printers are as good as getting prints from Pro Labs like Adorama or MPix or the likes of that. No. No, it does not. At-home photo printers are a lot better than they used to be, but they're not going to be as good as MPix or Adorama or Pro places like that. No. They're not. They're not. Okay, so put your... It changed the recording. All right, so on the 6 1/4 inch edge of the 6 1/4 inch by 5 3/4 inch pieces, you score at 1 5/8, and you score at 4 1/2. And then turn it to the 5 3/4 inch side and score at 5 1/4 inch. Okay. So 6 1/4 inch side gets scored at 1 5/8 and 4 1/2. 5 3/4 inch side gets scored at 5 1/4 inches. All right, guys, fat slab. Make sure to always fat slab your pieces after you finish scoring them. All right, and then on these, I'm going to round this little flap here, this bottom center flap. I want to round the corners of that. So I'm just going to fold the sides in and use my 1/4 inch rounder from We Are Memory Keepers, corner chomper. And then fold the other side in and do that. All right. And then once I've rounded those corners, I need to remove this piece and this piece. So I just cut along the inside of the score lines, because I don't want the score lines to stay with the pieces. Because if I cut the score lines off, it looks a little bit cleaner than if I leave them. You're flat slabbing. All right, so then this is the beginnings of your pockets. Very simple, easy way to make a pocket. And you can apply this technique to any size pocket you need. So if you want a larger pocket to hold 4x6 photos or something like that, you can absolutely do it. All right, and again, there we go. Okay, so those are the steps we do before we get the We Are Memory Keepers punch board. So the next step is going to be to get the punch board out. And we're going to punch, line the line up with the center of your punch. Just punch right on your lines at the top. I'm so excited to be gonna be almost done. So we'll have to do one more class on this. Well, one more construction decorating class where we're gonna do page 25, which will be on the back cover. And then we're also gonna decorate the front cover. But after that class, we'll be done with the book until December. And then we'll do a class on some kind of class on what do I do with my December daily now that I have it, you know, something along those lines. That's what I want to do. One more thing on filling it, and then once we've filled it, we'll do the final flip through, and I'll do that as just a separate YouTube video that you can enjoy. What I should probably do is, once it's fully decorated and ready to go, I should probably do a video on it empty, and then let people know in that video that there is a playlist if they want all the videos. And then come back or circle back around a few months later once it's totally done. Okay, so now that these are done, I like to just run my bone folder over the top of them so that any little rolls created by my trimmer get smoothed out. And then I'm going to take my template, not this one because this one's jacked up, I think, but this one. And I'm going to fold them over, and I'm going to get on the cardstock base side, and I'm going to line it up, center it on my pocket, and then hold the corners flat with my fingers. And then flip it the other way. So the first time I had the one on the right on top, then I'm going to flip it so that the one on the left is on top. Reline up my pocket piece. Hold it. And then punch it again so that you have a full circle, whichever one is on top. And do that on both of them. All right, so once they're both punched, or once they're both marked, then I can punch them. And see here, I wrote that I use a 1/2 inch, 1.5 inch punch to punch them so that I wouldn't use the wrong circle punch, even though so much punching. Where's Idris Elba when you need him? That's who my Sue Scrapper needs to be. That's who my Sue Crafter needs to be. That would be good. My show would be so popular. If Idris Elba did all my craft punching, that would be a weird show. But I think we could all get into it, guys. I think we could all get into it. All right, so now they're both punched, and you can see whichever way you end up putting them down, they work. So gonna go ahead and tape now. And on one of them, I'm gonna tape right here and right here. And then on the other one, I'm gonna tape right here and right here. That way they mirror each other, so that they'll mirror each other on the bags as well. It's a small detail. It is totally unimportant. Don't worry about it. Like, you don't have to, you don't have to care. But this is one of those, like, no one will notice this, but you'll know. All right, and then add tape to the bottom flap as well, and that's that. And we're gonna add tape to the bottom flap as well. And that's all that taping for the moment. So now we just need to decide what pattern paper we're going to put on top of them. They're going to go here, right here. And what pattern paper is going to be underneath them. We've mostly, oh wait, no, they don't have any pattern paper underneath them. So it's just what pattern paper are we going to put on top of them. So we got to line them, put pattern paper here, and then a little bit on the top, on the back, because this peeks up a little bit and you can see it on this page. And then also just a little bit on this little bottom piece. So, okay, let's get our pattern paper. So we're almost done. We can use basically anything. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to put the holly behind it. On the backs of them, I'm going to put let's put this, put stripes on the inside and the bases or something. All right, I'll figure it out. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Let's do the backs first. All right, so the pieces of pattern paper need to be 2 5/8 inches wide that go on the back. And I mean, by 2 inches, it doesn't really matter. No more than 2 inches though. So this will go on the backs of the two of them. So I'm going to put a line of 1-inch tape at the top, and then I'll punch these with my We Are Memory Keepers punch board, and then ink them and stick them down. Two and 5/8 inches for your liners. And remember, the real reason to make a December daily is so you get out and do lots of cute stuff at Christmas time. That's why you do it, to make sure that you do lots of cute stuff this Christmas. So you get all kinds of fun pictures. And you harass your family. If your family's like, no, we don't want to put on cute Christmas t-shirts and go, then you're like, too bad. And you don't take no for an answer, guys. You have to just make them. They'll get over it, okay? They'll get over it. Oh, and another pro tip for dealing with whiny family members is when you take pictures, whenever you take pictures of your family members at activities, take one vertical and one horizontal. That way you'll definitely have the orientation you need for your book. You know what I mean? So like when they're all standing in front of the snowman, or you know, get one vertical of them all by the snowman and one horizontal of them all by the snowman, so that whichever type of space that you have, it's going to work. And just really quickly take one vertical and then just twist the camera and take another one. And when you get them set up, say you're going to take one of each, so not to move. And that is a really, really good pro tip for crafting, guys. Or for scrapbooking. Whenever you can, one of each, one portrait, one landscape. That makes it so much easier to fill your books. I promise you that. All right, so we've got that. So now we're going to do the insides of these. And I think I'm going to do this green. So again, 2 and 5/8. And I'm actually going to do I'm going to try 2 3/4. See if I like it better. Okay. So again, I'm just going to put the 1-inch tape at the top or the bottom. Oh yeah, we need to have an ugly sweater day. Well, we need to have an ugly t-shirt day because it's too hot for sweaters in Florida most of the time in winter. Even still. Because a good December will be like in the 70s. And that's why you moved to Florida, because not for the summer. Not for the summer. You don't live in Florida for the summer. No one does. It's called hurricane season. By the way, guys, keep Puerto Rico and also Miami in your thoughts and prayers as a tropical storm heads their way, that may strengthen to a Category 2 hurricane by the time it hits the Miami area. Congratulations on finishing. Yay! All right, so we're gonna line this one with the green. I do like the 2 3/4 a little bit better than the 2 5/8. Glad I tested that on the very last pocket in the album. All right, so once this one is in, you can close it down. It does help to have live stuff when you're working on a project. Absolutely it does. I put on when I'm doing a lot of doing the like preparing a new paper collection for digital printing. That's when I watch most of the shows that I watch, because that keeps me having fun. All right, so then I'm gonna put the stripe on the bottom, and I'm gonna do a 3/8 inch little strip of the stripe, a strip of the stripe. And not quite 3/8. I'm gonna actually do more like halfway between 3/8 and 1/2. I want it a little bit bigger than 3/8, but not fully 1/2. And then 2 3/4. All right. And I'm going to round the corners of these. So now that I've got those down, I'm gonna glue these down. Because they are so small, it's just easier to use glue. And these get attached to the little flap on the bottom just to decorate it, make it look cute. And these pockets are great for holding receipts and tickets and things like that, little bits of ephemera. Okay, so my idea that they should be bigger than 3/8 of an inch was not great. They should just do 3/8 of an inch, guys. So, because at halfway between 3/8 and a half, they're a little bit too big. They really do need to be 3/8. So there you go. One of the adjustments was a success and the other one was not. All right, next we're going to cut this. I'm going to use this on the 2 pockets. So these need to be 2 5/8 wide by 4 1/2 tall. And they're going to go right here and right here. And they're going to look very, very, very cute. They're going to look very cute. Okay, so these now get trimmed with the side that reads patterned paper. So guys, are you guys going to make December daily albums? Let me know, either in the comments or in the chat, if this inspired you to get a jump start on December daily. Or if you're like, Kathryn, it's not like the kids just went back to school. I just can't with you. I just can't with you. All right, so going to ink with the brush corduroy, and then I'm going to glue them down. You make it look easier than it is. What if I make it look exactly as easy as it is? Maybe I'm not making it look easier than it is. You can print papers now. That's true. You could absolutely. And remember, if you can't print papers, but I use a digital paper that you like, there is a local printer in your area that would love your business, okay? So even if I use a paper that's digital only and you're really inspired by it and you want to use it, but you can't print your own papers, there is, in your yellow pages, there is a AAA printing on the other side of the railroad tracks from you that definitely wants your business and would be happy to print paper for you. All right, and then once that's glued down, I can fold this over. See how I don't have as much of a brown edge as I have had on the other bags? That's, oh wait, maybe I can. All right, that helped a little bit. That helped a little bit. Okay. So these are ready to go onto the paper bag feet, as I think of them, or flaps. And we're done with this now. We don't need that anymore. So what I do as far as taping these down is I put a line of tape across the top of the bag. Tomorrow, guys, there will be class at the usual time. There will be class at the usual time. That's 2 p.m. Eastern USA time and 9 p.m. Eastern USA time. So we are definitely having class tomorrow. We're going to work on split decision. I'm hoping we'll get done with page A and maybe get started on page B. But that's with the photobomb version of the split decision album. It's gonna look awesome. It's gonna look awesome. We're gonna do a lot of flat slabbing. Flat slabs all over the place. Or fat slabs. It's definitely a verb. Fat slabbing. Yep. We're going to be fat slabbing the night away. Fat slabbing the night away. I love fat slabbing. It just rolls right off the tongue. Yep. All right, pocket 1 is down. Now we'll put down pocket 2 and those will be done. So we just need to do the 3x4 cards on the back and we will be finished with the paper bag portion of this paper bag album. All right, so there they are. Those 2 pockets looking gorgeous. Oh no, they go, it's fine. Don't look at it. All right, so now we need 2 3x4 cards to go on our pieces. And once again, I have to measure this because I always forget what it is. 2 3/4 by 4.5. 2 3/4 by 4.5. I'm going to use this red Yeah, exactly, Jill. Jill says those stripes facing the opposite direction are things that only the person making the album would notice and not another person would even see or care. Absolutely, Jill. Exactly. When I look at other people's projects, I don't notice details like that either because you know, I'm just enjoying their beautiful work. I'm not, you know, analyzing every little thing, looking for imperfections. Nobody is doing that when they're looking at your books. So that's one way you can release tension from yourself is, you know, especially if you struggle with perfectionism in your books, because perfectionism can lead to procrastination, and procrastination leads to your pictures not being in beautiful albums, and no one cares. I promise you, no one cares. They just want to see your beautiful pictures and see your beautiful hard work, and they're not analyzing. They just are not doing it. So don't let perfectionism lead to procrastination, and procrastination lead to you not being able to share your beautiful works with other people. Because just let go and just say, hey, it doesn't need to be perfect. People don't notice Franken papers, for example, you know? It's just chill. Just be chill. Good vibes. Relax. Have a good time. Enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy the process. And know that whatever you're making, it's gonna be received with love. It's gonna be received with love. Because you made it with love and you put love out, and so that's what that person's going to get. I like the polka dots with the stripes too, Jill. All right, so now we are going to put a line of tape across the top of each of these, or I guess it's technically the side. It's only the top because I turned it. So we're going to put a line of tape, and I give myself, you know, like a ½ inch on the ends. I don't need a ½ inch of room, but I want to give myself a little bit of room so I don't have to be totally perfect with lining up my card. And then burnish that. And then once that tape's on there, now we just have to pick the two cards that we want. The card that goes here and the card that goes here, and then we'll bat them and we'll be done. Done, done, done. Not 100% done, but like we're basically done, guys. We're basically done. All right, so Santa Claus comes tonight. Oh, no. We can't use that. Can't use that. That's okay. We could definitely use this. There's a little burlap behind the snowman, so that's a possibility for there. And then this, my Christmas wish, looks good too because it's got similar patterns to all these washi tapes. Plus, it's got that holly as well. Do we like the tree? Oh, Tiny Cat, hello. Hi, Tiny Cat. You've come to do a CAT scan. You've come to do a CAT scan. Thank you. How are you? Yeah? Okay. Let's just go with those two. Yeah, Tiny Cat doesn't like to linger. You know, she's just kind of gonna do her thing and then peace out. Just kidding. I'm going to do Jolly by the Snowman because it, you know, and then I'll keep my Christmas wish for the snowflake. Because Tiny Cat, more than she wants to hang out, she just wants to know where everyone is and then get a couple pets and then be on her way. Kitty's the one who wants to just sit and sit and sit, you know. Like if I'm working at my computer, she'll just lie there on my desk, even if I'm working on my computer for hours and hours. Tiny Cat more just needs to check the perimeter, you know. Gotta make sure the boundaries of the territory haven't changed, that sort of stuff. All right, so I'm going to put the cards down with ATG. And then, or put the, you know, the 3x4 cards down on the mats with ATG. And then we'll put the mats in the book with tape because the mats will be handled a little bit more. All right. So this is going to go there. Oh, I almost forgot I have to put that 1/2-inch strip of pattern paper at the top of these guys. So something that'll look good with these pockets is what we need. So I just have one more piece of paper to cut out. I'm going to do the snowflakes out of the green. Ugh, that's so frustrating when they do that. All right, so we're just going to put these across the top so there'll be a little bit of snowflake and swirl peeking out. And then these get cut to 4 1/4 because that's how big the mat is. And these I'm going to glue just because that'll stick a little bit better. I'm so excited about my December daily album, guys. I'm glad we did this, Glitter Goddesses. I am glad we did this. Thank you for joining me for this journey of putting this book together. I had fun. I hope you had fun. We have really done something cute and unexpected. And easy. It's easy. I promise it's easy. You're welcome, Susan. Thank you for joining me and making it fun to do. I wonder what our... Now you expect a surprise video all the time. Well, I'm trying to think of what the next... I mean, we're not done with this series yet. We still have one or two more videos left in this series. But I've been trying to think of what I want the next surprise series to be. So we shall see. But my brother was telling me there's football on Thursdays now. Why is the NFL so obsessed with me? They put that big game on the same year I always have my February party. Now they're putting shows on Thursday. Why is the NFL obsessed with me, guys? Why? They're just jealous. They're just jealous. But yeah, so gonna check out some other cute movies. Hopefully I can go see some cute movies. But maybe I'll think of a project because I never know what I'm gonna want to do. I want to use, there's a Prima paper I want to use. Same thing as this, you know, I never got around to using it when it came out the first time, but now it's available digitally, so I could use it again. I could have a second chance. But I have to come up with something to do with it. Just like with this one, I came up with something to do with it. So maybe something will strike me to use, but I want to use Prima Madeline. Do you remember that one? That was such a pretty collection. Lots of cool pinks and greens. A lap book? Maybe. Right. And then over here, we're going to do this one. Oh, yeah, the packs with sheets of 10. Good point. All right. Last thing to stick down, and then we'll do a flamp through. I don't even know what I was trying to say there, guys. I think flip through, but it did not come out. Okay, so now we're gonna weave the pages together. Okay. So this is how it looks when it's all closed, and we have room to grow. So like there's still plenty of space on the sides. So once I start stuffing it, it'll still be fine. But look, even just from the top, look at all those pockets sticking out looking like tabs. How cute are they? And that's the backs of them. So that's why it was good that we took all that time to put that little piece of paper on the backs of the pockets, because these are their backs that are sticking up. All right, guys. Let's do the final flip through of this book before it's, well, not the final flip through, because we still have to decorate the front cover and the back page, page 25, the Christmas page. But more or less, we're done. We're done with all the bags. So this opens like this, and this opens like this. And you have day 1, day 2, and then any pieces and parts that go with day 1 and day 2, day 3 and day 4 on the backs, day 5, day 6, day 7 and 8 on the backs, day 9, day 10, day 11 and 12 on the backs, day 13, oops, day 14, day 15, day 16, day 17, day 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh my gosh, how cute is this stocking right next to the, the book is so cute. 21, 22, 23, 24, and then this is where 25 will go. Are we going to count the number of photos it can hold? Well, every single photo insert can hold 3 by 3 photos. So the inserts that we put in the bags, these, each of them can hold 1, 2, 3 photos. Most of them hold 3 4x6. The Franken ones hold 2 4x6 and 1 3x4. So there's 3 photos per day just in the inserts. 3 photos per day just in the inserts. And then of course you can put your smaller sized photos right on the bags. And then any receipts, tickets, whatever, you stuff in these pockets. But you don't have to put anything here. You can just stuff and you can add more inserts to the bags if you need more, or you can just take a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 piece of cardstock and put a photo on either side and just put those directly into the bags as well, because you can really stuff the bags. So yeah, if you want to leave these just cute, then you absolutely can leave these just cute, because you have plenty of room in the bags. That's one of the good things about paper bag albums, is you have plenty of rooms in the bags, plenty of room in the bag to stuff. All right, I did it backwards. That's okay, I got it now. All right, there it is. There it is. There it is from the top. You can see all those tabs sticking up, looking so cute. And then just loop your strings around the front and that holds your book shut. So we'll do at least one more class to do before Christmas, to do the front cover and the back cover, which has page 25, or day 25 rather. So we'll see this book again one more time in a sneaky show, and then sometime after the holidays we'll do an adding photos class. Whether I'll add the photos right in the class because I decided the heck with it, I'll go ahead and buy that printer, or not. I don't know what we'll be doing exactly, but we will have one where I show it with photos and memorabilia so you get an idea of how to use it. So we definitely will have one more with photos as well. I'm going to put day 25 in this bag. Hopefully that'll be there. So that's one more class to do the front cover and the back cover, and then one more show and tell of it with the there. I'm going to put the measurements there once again, give you another opportunity to take a screenshot of the measurements if you haven't already, and one more show and tell with the photos and memorabilia. So thank you so much for watching me and joining me for this project. I will be back tomorrow, August 29th at 2 p.m. Eastern USA time and 9 p.m. Eastern USA time to continue working on the Split Decision album. And sometime in the future, I'll be back with this book in a surprise show. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications if you want to catch me live. Otherwise, please enjoy the playlist with all of the Christmas in July videos as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.